my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Let's talk a little sport. Let's do what I'm actually paid to do. The penultimate weekend of the Six Nations, with Ireland leading the standings on 15 points from their 3 matches so far. Of course, they take on a bit of a dark horse this year, Scotland, on Sunday, with England squaring off against France, and then Italy there to do their hoodoo against Wales tomorrow. You had a chat about the weekend's action. Airs Good Hope FM sports anchor and one of many Lorenzos in the family. Lorenzo Dadis. You're our favorite Lorenzo.
Am I the favorite
you
one?
You are. Okay, yeah,
stuff,
even
man.
the fans are saying it, man.
Yeah.
This has been an interesting Six Nations. It's been a sick Six Nations. I seldom buy into the drama of the Northern Hemisphere rugby because we've just been separated for too long. But boy, have we enjoyed coming to grips with that platform. And this is the pinnacle of that platform. Put it into context for us, because I'm struggling to wrap my head around Scotland this year. We didn't have much hope for them at the beginning of this tournament, and they have proven that they've got the mettle up against a very different prospect. How do you see this one playing out against
Sure, it's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough for this weekend because they're up against a very strong Irish team.
Possibly the best team.
Yeah,
in the
possibly
world.
the best. No, they are the best team in the world. Let's give it to them. They're the #1 team in the world.
As we head to a World Cup, there's no #1 team in the world.
Yeah, it's one of those things in the year. You know, Farrell, as the coach at the moment, he's doing quite well. He's getting a lot of his stalwarts back. His #1s, Ringrose. Sexton is also back in the team as well. Some positional, switches there where guys are going back to their core positions that they love. But the Scottish team, they've got pride.
Yeah.
They're playing with so much flair. And we need to give it to Stuart Hogg as well. 100th Test cap this weekend.
Wow.
It's a milestone.
There could be something just in that.
Yes, that alone. And they're playing at Murraysfield, so it's going to be a tough one. But we can't take it away from the Irish. They could just pull one back in the last few minutes if they don't run away with the game in the first half.
Okay, and they've proven that they can win ugly and they can win beautifully, which is a scary prospect, yeah?
The problem is that they've got the help of certain linesmen as well and certain television refs. We saw what happened before, guys being totally out and yet tries still being awarded.
It can happen, Brew. There is a human element still. We haven't quite got to VAR yet.
In rugby.
Please, Lord, please.
Yeah.
Let's move to a completely different prospect again when we look at those sub-narratives here, England, France. I'm loving this French. I'm loving the youth in both the Italian and the French sides because there's this sense of belief. They're not carrying too much of the baggage with them, whereas it kind of feels like England have got a bit of baggage.
Yeah, they do.
They're still carrying that briefcase from last
Eddie
World
Jones.
Cup. And
it's like Eddie and everyone's still in there going forward.
That being said, a match is still a match. In the context of this journey, anything can happen. How do you see this one playing out? They've both had some success.
Yeah, so both weeks, firstly, the England coaches had to make some heavy decisions, bringing Marcus back and dropping Farrell to the bench, giving the captaincy to a different player. We've also got a South African former Western Province player that's playing this weekend as well, David Ribbons. Wow. So lots there. And then we need to know that channel between England and France, there's always been that little war between them, and now they've taken it to the rugby field. So lots to play for there. It's a World Cup year. France is hosting the World Cup. England wants to take it. So, yeah, lots of pressure on both of those teams again.
And equally so, lots of pressure on Wales, on the Gatland saga. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have an honest conversation over a beer with him about coming back into that position and how he's feeling about it now. But kudos to him for being brave enough to step up when his nation needed him. Up against an Italian side that I want to say are underperforming, but they've punched above their weight class, I feel. They're a good side. What's in it for them this weekend? What are the stakes for the two teams that don't really have an agenda?
It can be like that. Very youthful Italian team. Love that. Problem that we have with Wales at the moment, financial woes with all 4 of their provinces. Players are losing so much money, they're divided at the moment in the camp. Right? We saw what happened with England and Wales. That game almost
didn't happen.
Didn't happen at all. So Gatland has to come in and play dad. He's got 2 groups of players that want to be there and don't want to be there. But then we've also got something that's hovering above Wales at the moment. Wooden spoon for the first time in 20 years. They are last at the moment. Italy only has 1 point.
Yeah.
But I feel the Italians are going to take it this weekend.
Yeah, and I hope they can convert that. And again, I say kudos for Gatland for taking that on, because maybe that's what Wales need right now in their own rugby journey. It's all made for a brilliant tournament.
It does. Penultimate weekend, and everything unravels this weekend. Whoever wins with the Irish and Scotland game could then take the title.
That's one hand,
Yeah, they've got one hand on the title. On the other hand, whoever loses is going to have a very bad year when it comes to Wales or Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all this, again, in the context of a World Cup just around the corner. I love the fact that the South African players should be nice and rested. That's all I'm saying, but we love it. Enjoy all of the rugby this weekend. Soak it up locally and abroad. Buddy, go and tell the other Lorenzos we don't need them.
Yeah,
we don't need any more.
definitely not.
We've got our Lorenzo. And he's like, that is.